Hello everyone, this is Christy with BreederZoo, and today we are going to go over the contact section. In the first video, we went over how to get started, and one of the first things I have everybody do is enter your contacts. So we're going to go into a little more detail about how the contact section works, the different tabs here, the contacts, dog, puppy, doc storage, notes, address labels, anyway, all that kind of stuff. So to start, go back to just adding contacts. And I believe I said this in the first video, but you want to add the contacts you're currently dealing with. So your maybe current puppies and current litters, you want to add the contacts that are connected to them. Before I go over how to add your first contact all the way through, I'm going to go over the different tabs and features in the contact section. So over here you've got your contact ID, that's just a number that's assigned to each contact, USDA number, what type of contact this is, whether it's a breeder, a business owner, customer, guardian, etc. If they have a business name, this is where you would put that. And then obviously you've got your first, your last name, and address. This is where some of your drop-down menus come in here, and also for country. And if you see this little pencil here on the side, that's just so you can edit it. You're able to add, if you are in a different country, you're able to add more entries onto the value list there. And same for up here, as well as for type. You can add more if you'd like to. And then also some people have a shipping address. So if your puppy is flying under the seat with somebody or shipping cargo, I have several clients that their street address, they use a P.O. box because they live out in the country, but their shipping address has to be a physical address. They do not allow a P.O. box. And so if that's the case, this is where you would click here and you'd be able to add that information. And then here we also have, you can send an email to a client. We will go over how the email process works in more detail at a different time, how to get your default email on your computer hooked up with BreederZoo. It should just do it automatically, but every once in a while there's a few hiccups. So if you want to email a certain contact, you just click if it's a blank email. If it's a form email from emails you send on a regular basis that you have stored in the form email section in Customize, you can also choose one from there. So if it was a form email, it would let me choose, these are just ones I had in there and there's actually nothing in there, but you can copy and paste the different emails, choose that one and send it to that client. And if you have the email address in there, the client's information would show up right there. And we are not going to save that. Going further, we've got the co-contact. If there's a co-applicant, same thing with the emails. And again, if it's a breeder, put their kennel name down here. Put the kennel name down here and do not put a business name up here if this is a breeder. Now, if you'd like to, if you've entered a contact and this is a person who is going on a future reservation list, and we will go over future reservations when we go through the litter section, but basically it's someone who is put a deposit down or they are interested in a future litter. You can actually add them directly from here. If you have all of your active dams and sires, you can just choose which one you want them to be added to. And you don't have to add a sire if you haven't chosen one yet, if they're just interested in a particular female or a particular male, either one's fine. And then you can save that and you can save as many as you want. Going on to contacts dog puppy. What this is where you have matched a specific customer to a puppy. And that happens in the litter section of the program. You have a litter born, that person is on a reservation list, you eventually assign puppies and that particular customer is assigned to a particular puppy. So that's where this information shows up. So we just assigned this individual to Great Kennels Buttercup future litter. So that's all it's telling you is that's what you've done. If you want to go to that section, see how when I hover over that, it kind of grays out. You can click on it and it'll take you to that future litter. It just keeps you posted. The best thing about this section is once you've matched puppies, and you know Sally has red puppy from so-and-so's litter, 2-3 years down the road, you have a customer call you and say, hey, this is Sally Jones, or I guess we have Sam Last. This is Sam Last. I got a puppy from you a few years ago and we want another puppy, and you're scurrying trying to remember. We just love our puppy so much, and you're trying to remember who this person is, which puppy they got, which litter it was from. This is a really quick way to do that. So once you've matched a puppy, they will show up here and it'll say puppy. You'll be able to click on it and it'll take you directly to that litter. So you'll know everything you need to know about that puppy. This is where you can drag and drop a PDF document or a JPEG. I personally use this to store my customers' signed health guarantees and their applications. You cannot store Word documents. It does not work. It will let you drag and drop it in, but you will not be able to view it. So make sure you have the right type of document, and whenever you've put a document in there, double check to make sure everything's in there okay. So now I'm just going to take a document. I'm going to drag and drop it in here, and this is an important document, and we can view it, and all it says is important document. But any PDF or, like I said, JPEG, you can put that in there. You can view it, and then again, if you need that document back out, you want to email it to somebody, print it, save it as a PDF, you can do that as well. And then if you want to delete the document, you just click here and delete it. The next tab we're going to go to is Notes, and that's obviously anything you want to say about that particular customer. You can store sections of emails that you'd like to go and revisit at a later time, or what a specific customer wants in a puppy, or what have you. Any of those are completely fine, and you can put any type of information you'd like in there. So now going to Location Report, this is one of my favorite places in the program. For what we do in our breeding program is we have guardian homes, and so our dogs live with different people. So we call them guardians, and in the dog section, you can attach a specific person. There's a location area where you say, okay, this particular dog is living with this person. So this will display that information. It's really nice. You're able to even, you can hover over it and click right over to that specific dog. You can create a report. If it's a location report, it's for guardian, and right there you can pull up a report. And I actually print mine out and I leave a copy in the car so that I'm able to kind of, if I need to quickly find an address, and it will tell me all that information right there. Now on to address labels. Again, this is another great section. For those of you who either belong to AKC or what other registration organizations you may belong to, we're often mailed puppy registrations. I know I am, and this is a great way to create mailing labels and not have to go in and hand drag and drop people on. So all you have to do is this would be the list of all of your contacts on the left, and you just randomly choose the people that you are adding to the address label. So these are the people that I need to send certificates to. And then what I would do is I click the print button, and it's already formatted for the standard Avery mailing label. And all your information is right here, and then you can just print it out just like that. One thing I did forget to mention on contacts right in the details area here is this little globe, the world here, the earth. If you click on that, let's click on somebody who has an actual address, and these are fictitious addresses, so I'm not quite sure. Hopefully, maybe I made up something good. I click on this and it's going to navigate me to where they live. This is nice when you're, I know for me, when I'm screening puppy families and I kind of want to know where this puppy is going, it just lets me know the location. Now let's go ahead and enter a contact. We did go over this very briefly in the first video. You'll just click on the plus sign here, and we will put somebody in, and I'm going to add myself. And then I'm going to click save, and there I am. And then you can go on and we'll enter an address, and I'm just making one up. And I'll put my hometown, and then I live in Oregon, and then we're going to put a zip code there, and then the country if you want to. So you add a random phone number, and you push the return key, and it will add the parentheses around the area code, and same for the cell. So if I were to just do this, and then I push return, it's going to do it for me. And then you enter the email address if you have a co-applicant or whatever, like we talked about previously. Same now, if you want to delete that contact, you just click the X and ask you if you will be permanently deleting the entire record, and you're going to click delete. And now I'm gone. So now let's say you want to search a contact, and that happens quite a bit. There's different ways you can search. You can search by ones that are just customers. Apparently that's the only one I have listed as a customer. You can search by state, I know, or city. You can search by city. So those are the two I have listed in Springfield, and then you can also do it by state, and I have a lot of them that I put in Oregon. So there's only two that are in Springfield, Oregon. I could get rid of one of those filters, and now I have many more. Or you can search by name. So since we have a Fred, I'm just going to search Fred, and I have two Freds, it looks like. So it's nice. It's a nice way to be able to quickly access the information that you need. Well, that's it for the tutorial on contacts. Thank you, and see you next time.